Welcome back, everyone. Let's get this done. We're gonna extend the field right away. Yeah, we're good for create field. I'm just gonna taper this out a little bit. Just doing some minor modifications to the field, add a little bit more to it. How's everybody doing today? Got 340,000 bucks in the bank, and we're probably gonna leave that there and not spend it, he says. I'm just gonna follow this. I don't know what this is gonna do to the worker, because sometimes the fields are kind of tailored for worker behavior, but I think it'll be okay. I'm just gonna reshape here a little bit. We're gonna add a bit more down the side here. Come back and clean that stuff up after. I just want to get the outer perimeter done. And of course we're going to take up a big part of the yard as well. We're not going to build anything more in this yard. I think that's going to be it. As soon as I'm done with this, I think we're going to move ahead. I don't want to get too close to these trees. And of course we got some painting to do. Nothing like running a harrows through cement or gravel or whatever. Okay, so that's basically going to be the field. Let's get this knocked out. This should not take too long at all. Glad to put this little John Deere to work. As for the grass, we're going to start that tomorrow. The drilling, just so we can get things things moving along, I guess. Realize I could send this poor lad out for big cultivating contracts, massive ones. Just let him run. Right, that part is done now. Now I'm gonna run out here. We'll get a few things cleaned up, and we'll move on to August. August already. Jeez. Okay. Now grass doesn't take very long to grow, so. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. We're gonna have lots of grass here for the sheep. We're gonna be good. I have a chicken feed problem right now, so I need to start growing. I need a big chicken feed field, I guess. I do have one, but it won't be ready for a little bit. I'm thinking I might try to put in a sorghum field somewhere. Sorghum actually grows pretty quickly. But I think ultimately I probably need to go and buy a bunch of chicken feed, which I'm not crazy about, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Alright, we're done for this. Let's go rest. We got other stuff to do as well. I've got a pile of grass. Off camera I mowed the big grass field, so it's ready to be picked up with the forage wagon. Put this away properly. Oh geez, we got a full batch of wool again. Okay, let's do that first. That way we can rest. All right. $19,000. Why does that seem like a lot? Oh, all right. Let's rest. Let's rest up. Oh, look. It's full again. Yeah, that joke's getting old, eh? Okay, what do we got here? We got 4 pallets. Thing is kind of weird. Oh, okay. Can't really see what the deal is here. Okay, wool's starting to get low now, so next batch I'm gonna put it in here. Okay. All right, let's get this guy started. We got a bunch of stuff to do now. This is gonna be grass. I'm gonna do a little painting later. I'm not gonna be in a rush to do it. I assume our worker is going to do a good job. That seed drill actually works really well, so confident we're going to get a good result here. This guy probably should be sold. Let's get these wool pallets into the spinnery. Oh boy. I don't have as much room to turn now. We will pick up that fabric and sell that in a little bit. Okay, so this batch goes into the spinnery. That's quite a bit. That's 12,000 liters. This production isn't very fast, but when we want it to produce, gotta have wool, right? So got all grabbed right up. All right, let's grab these and sell them. I don't know if there's any more that are gonna spawn. Find out. No. Okay. $24,000 for that. I think at 9 a.m. we're going to get a bunch more wool. Okay, that's done. Now, I don't think I have much milk. I'm not going to bother right now. This I'm going to deal with in just a minute. This is what I wanted to look at. there's not much going on here, so I'll leave that. I did move manure around. I sold, I want to say butane. It's not butane. Oh my goodness. Drawing a blank. Drawing a blank. Oh, anyways. Oh, brain farts. They're smelly. Here. I need to... We got some products here to sell. There's no rush really to sell them. I'd rather they add up to a whole bunch before we do that, so... Okay, let's do a quick scan. I just want to have a quick look before we get to work. I'm going to have to do manual work, so I want to check on stuff. So, hay's at capacity. Digestate's almost at capacity. Manure is up there. Methane, that's what I was looking for. Methane's coming up. Silage is going down. And pig food, where are we? There's hardly any. Man, we're not doing a good job. Not doing a good job at all. All right, let's go get some grass. We got tons of it to pick up. Actually, I gotta check one more thing. One more thing. Need to check the animals. Okay, so the dairy cows have they have food, so they're good. Chickens have nothing. There are no chickens. These guys are 9 months old, and they've just reproduced. Is that correct? Yeah, they've just reproduced, so we got another 100. They are, I believe, at peak price. I'm not sure, though. We'll see. We'll wait a little bit longer. These guys, older than 6 months, can reproduce. This is when the big boom's going to happen. Once these guys can reproduce, we're going to get another 600 puppies. And then once they come up to you know, good price, we're going to sell 600. 600 of them, man. That's when pigs really start becoming profitable. Trick is just figuring out how to feed them. That's the problem. You can buy the feed, but it's just a lot of feed to buy, you know? Maybe one of those bulk selling units. Okay. Oh man, this is gonna take a while. Let me check one more thing before I start. I want to see growth. Okay, grass is ready there. This could use a little bit more fertilizing. What about weeds? We don't have any weeds to deal with. So this area here could use a bit more fertilizing. And that is our barley, and that's important. We need barley. We need a ton of it. So let me get this guy. What I'm gonna do here, we're gonna run digestate. I don't think there should be any slurry in here. Oh, yeah, it's kind of full. All right, well let's do slurry. We'll just do slurry straight up. Now, the neat thing about the AI workers in FS25 is they will find the parts of the fields that are missing fertilizer and not refertilize everything, you know. They're going to be selective. That's a good thing. I'm just going to throw this out here. And I want to make sure that the settings for slurry are set to, I want it to be dairy cow. Yep, there we go. Okay. All right. Now we can do this. Yeah, I was kind of hesitating checking stuff. I start doing something that I have to do manually and then realize, oops, I wanted to do that. This is all going to go into the farm production. I'm going to load this all up in there, and I'm considering putting in a crop in here next. I'm considering like a sorghum or barley or something. Barley would probably be good because I'll get the straw out of it, and it'll be good for the pig food as well as for the chickens. We gotta get our chicken game back. Gotta get back in the chicken game. If I'm gonna have 4,000 chickens, which will happen very quickly, then I'm going to need a big amount of feed. This field might be the good one to do it. I'll still have 2 grass fields, but with this load up here that we're doing right now, it should keep me for a while. I can maybe get 1 harvest of barley, and then we can turn it back into a grass field after. I am feeling right now like 2 million is not far away at all. It won't be long. I have to go back and look at the rule set, or the challenge constraints and goals and all that. Have a refresh look at it and make sure that I'm covering all of the goals, because I think there's a couple more things I need to do besides the money. Look at that field in the distance. That was an oat field that we harvested, and we left a straw on it, and it's still there. The people that bought it did not deal with the straw, and therefore didn't plant anything. It's interesting. All right, almost made it all the way around. Come on. Even this guy's struggling with this. I could boost this. I think it's a 350 horsepower or something. There's an optional engine upgrade to put it up over like 4 or something. This is grass. I'm just going to drive right across it. We're going to save our going down and trying to go back up. Here's the 9 o'clock. We have no more room for pallets again. Let's jump around while that's happening. How's this going? It's going good. That's going to take a while. Here we go. Oops, up the steps. All right, this one we're gonna sell. This might pop us up over the 400 mark. Nope, not quite. Not quite. Come on. Okay, so the fertilizing's done. And again, in the spirit of keeping things moving along, as soon as that grass field is in, we're gonna move ahead again, move into September. Most of the fields now are all ready, I want to say, and we just got to be patient and wait for them to grow. And then the grass, well, I prefer to keep it all on one day, so I'll wait till it's done to move ahead. For a second there, I was wondering, where am I going? I guess I can go here. Yeah, I think we're going to do that, guys. We're going to put in a barley field. We've got one coming in a couple of months, in 3 months, and then we can alternate, right? This one and the other one. Maybe we'll try to do without bringing it back to grass. Maybe we'll try to work the 2 smaller grass fields that we have. We only need it for the sheep, and we need it for cow feed, but we haven't really been running out. Like, I'm at full capacity on the production right now. Like, I actually have to scramble to get the MR out of there so that more can be processed, because we're going to want to process a lot more. Any good deals here? Nope. Nothing special there. All right. I'm not going to rush to pick up this grass. We'll do a couple of loads and we'll get on to some other stuff. Ultimately, I think it comes down to that grass being put in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go deliver this, and then we're going to go and do that little painting that we need to do in that yard to clean it up a bit. All right, just gonna leave that there for now. How's this going? Jump out here. Okay, let me just run over. I don't want to be standing on the field and getting away. We'll stand over here where we know we won't get too much trouble. So what I want to do is just want to trim up the yard a bit. What I'll do is we'll paint some grass, and there should be some more here. I think I just grew blades on top of concrete. Let's fill this up a bit. Make this a little bit smaller. The game doesn't freak out if I accidentally change the size of the field. This is a little tight here, so I hate that I have to do this twice though. I gotta paint the green down, and I gotta go put in actual grass. Why can't it do it in one pass? FS19, it was one pass. 22, they changed this. I hope this doesn't mess up the worker. The field is not the same size as it was when it calculated and started. Okay, and then let's get some grass. Oops. The field. Okay, if there's a little bit of like cement look. All right, looking pretty good. Pretty good. Well, this area here, I'm not quite sure what to do with. Let's spin around. Dum dum dum. What? Here we go. I think what I'll do is let's paint this up a bit. Like this. Smaller. And get back to our grass. Clean this up a bit. Then what I'll do is go back to painting. Dirt gravel. We're going to change this. We're going to change this up here. And we're going to also widen it a bit. Put it up a bit. There we go. Clean this up so it all looks a little bit more uniform. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm just going to open this up here. Got to this out a bit more. Okay. How's that? Take a quick little run through here. Okay. Maybe we can plop a tree or two down here or some kind of decoration. Oh man, more room for pallets again. There's a stupid amount of sheep. Hang on a second. What's our food look like? They're just plowing through the food. We're gonna have to sell some of these guys. I don't think we can handle this volume. They're not quite at full price yet, but 31 months, 875. You know what? Let's start selling some of these because I can't keep up. I cannot keep up with the price of grass or the effort required for grass. So we'll sell the 875 ones and maybe the 750s. And ease the pressure a little bit. Okay. That'll help a bit. What are we at now? 14. Oh, we're still at 1460. Man, we got a lot. I'm a little concerned now. I guess I'm gonna have to bring some grass down here from the grass field we currently have. The meadow's here though, and meadow is actually 100% for sheep. Oh, maybe I'll let them chew on that for a little bit. Okay, let's not panic. I don't want to panic. So what I'll do is I'm just gonna let these guys go and see what they do with this meadow. But I do need to remove this again. We're at 540 now. We made a few bucks just by selling some of those sheep. $17. Okay. How much milk do we have? Okay, we've got a decent amount to sell here, so let's go for a drive. And I think I'm going to go sell these milk products here. Gonna keep the money coming in, right? I assume I'm going to the dairy, the lower dairy, but I mean, I could go to the sell anything container, but every now and then we gotta take the drive, so let's do it. Actually, you know what? Hang on a second. Hang on. I'm trying to get the best price, so let me just double check. Milk is right around here somewhere. Milk. Best price right now is $12.72, is it? $12.72, which is dairy, which is the far one. That's exactly where I was going. Perfect. I'm trying to figure out what crop that is on the left. Oats, maybe? Chickens won't eat oats. They'll eat barley, they'll eat wheat, they'll eat sorghum. Not oats, though. As far as I know, unless something's changed. There we go. This should give us about $25,000, I think. I'm guessing a little, but... I always end sentences with but, and I don't say anything. $28,000, nice. Up to $586,000 in the account. Another $1,400,000 to go. All right. That's done. That's done. How are we? We're just waiting on this guy. How's this going? Yeah. Trying to figure out where they are in this. Still a little ways to go. All right, let's do some other chores here. I think I'm gonna go sell. I think I'm gonna go sell the milk products from here. I'm just gonna go have a look first to see how much. How much there is here. Oh, I can look right here. Oh, there's not that much. Oh, yeah, there's some. Okay, you know what? I was gonna do that, and it does need to get done. but there's something else that needs to get done faster. I'm really concerned about the sheep and the amount that we have and being able to keep up with feeding them. So let's go get them 2 loads from this field. I think we're going to have to sell some more, guys. I think we're going to have to sell some more sheep. No more space for pallets. Well, it's out of control, guys. Yeah, I gotta get rid of some sheep. I mean, it's awesome that we're getting that kind of income, but it's unsustainable. Let's head down there. We're gonna load this up here. Then we're gonna take it down and to the sheep, and then we're gonna sell some a bit more. I don't know how much, really. Honestly, I feel like I need to bring it down to 500, but a lot of them are still so young that they're not worth that much, so that's why I hesitate. I might do off camera for a couple of reasons. One, for selfish reasons, but the other is that field bothers me that it's not being used. The one with all the straw in it. I'm tempted to buy the field, get all the straw off of it, and then resell the field again. I don't want to keep the field, but it's just sitting there right now. Nobody's using it. I think it's kind of a little bit of a, I don't want to say a bug, but ultimately it's, you know, that's the way the game processes stuff. I want that field to feel free and be itself. Just a big pile of straw. Sneak through here, but I think I need to do more work on this. Oops. Oh no. Seriously, how did I get stuck? Let's do a little bit of shady work here. Actually, how am I able to cut that down? Not my property. Can I cut down any of the hedges? Unless I accidentally toggled my lumberjack mod to cut anywhere. That's possible, I guess. Because there is a feature. I turned it off though, so I can't just cut anywhere I want. Although I would love to get rid of all the hedges. All of them. Alright. Come on. I really wish that the trigger notice at the bottom of the screen that shows you when you can unload and stuff like that. I really wish that was a different color because often I don't see it. Let's get rid of this wool. You done? It appears he's done. Well, let me just look at the field for a second. I want to make sure he didn't just get bugged. Not bugged, but no, we got the whole field. Okay. I want to make sure that it wasn't because this is in the way that he stopped. Okay, so alright, so I got one load delivered into here. That's going to give us about 100,000 in here. Oh, it's only 67. We might run out. Okay, I got to go sell some more of these guys. Come on. There we go. Okay. I feel like I gotta sell a lot of these. They're not worth that much. 28,000. That's another 100 gone. And sell these. And sell those guys. What are we down to? 1230. Where are they all? This doesn't make sense. This math doesn't work. This math does not work, guys. 350, 500. Oh, I guess it does work. I guess it does work. Okay, I don't know quite what to do here. I'm just selling away like a fool. 300, that's really cheap. Okay, one more batch. And actually, let me correct that. Let's get these ones too. We're still at 1,000 though. So, yeah. Okay, but hopefully this calms down. It's 8 months. So I've got some 11 months and I've got some 8 months here. So they're going to be reproducing still. Okay, but at least take that. Hopefully that takes some pressure off the food. And we've got the pasture too. I keep forgetting about that. All right, let's rest up. How much food did we go through? We had 60 something, 30. Okay, so it's calmed down a bit. All right, good stuff. Guys, I could just sit here and do this over and over again, wool, and I'd make my 2 million. September. What are we doing for time? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I kind of feel like I want another tractor for this little farm here. This little John Deere does the trick, but I'd like something a little bit more powerful. $16. All right, 800,000. Let's pull over to the side here, take a break. I got a couple of vehicles I need to bring back. All right, let's deal with this. There's still no chickens. Instead of waiting, I think I'll just drive around and grab everything. And come back around and get some more if there's more that spawns. Okay, that is weird stacking. $23,000. We're almost halfway to the 2 million mark. Well, there's one more pellet that spawned, but we'll leave that there for now. Okay. I'm very tempted to push things along even more. Still got to pick up that grass. I'm waiting for one of my fields to pop up, you know, so that we can start harvesting. We'll sell some dairy products. We're pretty much at the end of our episode here. Do I have tools here somewhere? I forget. Did I put tools here? I think I did at this farm. We definitely should have tools, so... Tools. There we go. This would be a great place for it, right here. I want to get a flatbed out of this so that I can pick up all those pallets. Customize. There we go. There should be quite a few things now. Gone through 3 or 4 months now without picking anything up here. That's not it. I'm pretty sure that's not it. Still got a lot of bottled milk. Old milk. Come on. For some reason it's not spawning. Okay. Well, let's go sell this. Is it broken? Maybe I set it to distribute. Ooh. Okay, 32,000. Bank account's coming along quite nicely. Now, off camera, I am going to move a whole bunch of TMR. It's going to be a lot of trips back and forth. We're going to top up the cows, both sets. And then, what else am I doing? Gotta finish picking up the rest of that grass. This guy needs to go back home. Looks good. Yeah, so those are the kind of the three things I'm going to deal with. I'm going to be moving all the feed to the animals, to the cows. We're going to see if we can, I'm going to figure something out. I may end up just buying a trailer full of feed for the chickens, because I don't see one of our fields coming up anytime soon. So I'll have to double check that though. Our barley field might not be that far off. I feel like we need more. So, yeah, I'll pick up the rest of these grass swaths here. And then I may actually cultivate that field out and get it ready for maybe sorghum. Or barley. But sorghum's fast, that's why I want it. I want sorghum. It's only 3 or 4 months, I think. That field got taken care of finally. Nice. I don't have to buy it and get all the straw. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for joining me. If you're enjoying this, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you have an awesome day.